Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tree of Woe Wrestling Podcast. I am the Black Patriot, and this is the wrestling podcast where we always put wrestling first because wrestling is the number one priority. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. It's a small thing for you, but for me it means the world, and it means the world to the channel. And I guess you could say this was the Christmas go home episode of Raw. The gift that keeps on giving us crap. This Raw, on my last video, I said SmackDown was the worst SmackDown I've ever witnessed. But I think Raw is trying to beat them in just the garbage output of this content. Because when I tell you that nothing happened on this show, nothing happened on this show. The show was devoid of superstars, devoid of logic, just stupid, nonsensical booking. And what I've heard online from many different sources that Triple H wasn't even there. Why would he be? It's Christmas. He got better things to do. He'll be with his family. You know he don't care about booking this show. You know he don't care about giving you a good program. You know he don't care about giving you your money's worth as a fan. So yeah, it's December the 22nd. Why would he be there? Come on, man. It's Hunter. What are we talking about? This show really had nothing going for it, and it's like, I don't even think there's much I could rant about. So I'm not sure how long this video is actually going to be. But like when WWE literally gives me nothing, there's really nothing for me to talk about. And this was a nothing show. Absolutely skippable. You could miss this show and be fine. Come back next week and watch it. Catch a PLE. Like, these shows are skippable. And it's to the point where, as a lifelong wrestling fan, I just have to shake my head, yo. I'm just watching these programs and I'm like, wow. Just wow. You know your show is cooked. You know that your content is bad when the best thing about your program was Maxine Dupree's feet. Because everything else was just not worth it. Yeah, like, that was the best part of the show, yo. Her coming up out of her shoes. This is just bad content. Just unwatchable. And it's not just Triple H. Because like I say, it's been reported he wasn't even there. So even his underlings are bad. Nobody can be like, I would have been like, man, Triple H ain't here tonight. Let's write something tight. Let's write something good. But even his underlings are terrible. Like, what is this, man? So, you got Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. It's a decent match on paper. Nothing wrong with Asuka or Rhea Ripley. I like them both. Jovan Evans versus Rayo Americano. Bayley versus Roxanne Perez, and then you get CM Punk and Rey Mysterio versus Division, but with Austin Theory subbed in instead of Braun Breaker. So it's Bronson and Austin Theory. How long do you think it was going to take before he started tagging with Bronson, who does nothing? It's one thing if they're going to push Braun Breaker as the guy. That's who they're making their hopes on, fine. But Bronson Reed is not a main event talent. He's not. He does nothing. The fact that they put him over Roman Reigns is just ridiculous. But then the fact that even beating Roman Reigns has not elevated him at all. That shows you that the fans just doesn't take him seriously. And Austin Theory hasn't been taken serious in a while. Why? Because Triple H didn't book him seriously. Vince was trying to book him. Vince gave him the United States title. Vince gave him the Money in the Bank. But he hasn't been taken seriously in years. So before I dump on Austin Theory, I'm going to see where this Vision thing goes. But hey, he's in the Vision. He's in the Vision. A group that has been dead in the water since its inception. So, at this point, these shows are what they are. Don't expect to be entertained. Don't expect anything to be good. But then there's fans, there's other people online that's going to tell us we're complaining, that all we do is complain. If you don't like the product, don't watch. No. How about give me a better show? Why would I stop watching? There's the thing. Nobody hates WWE. We actually want WWE to be good. This is how you let them know, WWE is them, that their product is bad, by not watching, by not paying for these tickets, by not going to these shows. If I was not running a WWE centric YouTube page, I would not watch this stuff. Point blank period. I would turn it off. You won't get a rating from me. So the show starts as usual. Got the wrestlers walking in with whatever they drinking in their cups. Nobody cares, but like, when did that happen? Like, this is a showcase now. Wrestlers walking in like they walking the runway. Like, that's interesting. Then you get a Paul Heyman and Austin Theory segment. Theory takes what he wants now. He ain't waiting for nobody. He's a taker now. And for all that, you not waiting. Your idea is to join the Vision. Because what you going to be in the Vision? You're going to be a lackey. They're pushing Braun Breaker. You will be a glorified jobber lackey teaming with Bronson Reed. We've already seen it. Like, you're not taking anything. You're taking a back seat to Braun Breaker. That's what you're taking, Austin Theory. He would have been better served just as like a vigilante, just doing him, not joining any team. He could have been like, oh, I helped y'all because I wanted to, but I'm not going to join you. He would have been better served doing it like that. Him actually trying to become a member of the Vision is, to me, silly. It's just silly. And then here's another silly segment. Rhea Ripley is backstage with Io Sky, and they always do this. Rhea Ripley like, I cannot protect you. I know you injured. I can't protect you. I got a match tonight, so stay back here. You know she's not going to stay in the back, and they never do. This is a running trope in WWE now. They never stay in the back. Of course, Io is going to come out to the match later on. So then you get the match between Asuka and Rhea Ripley, a match that I thought Rhea was going to win. You know, because it's Rhea Ripley. I definitely thought she was going to win this match. But actually, Asuka pulls it up. Asuka pulls it out with a roll-up. So that's what they do. They roll up, roll up, roll up. We rolling up. We rolling blunts. We rolling out. It's just roll-ups all day in the paint. And how did the roll-up happen? Because Rhea Ripley was distracted. Because, of course, Io Sky is not going to listen. And she did the exact same thing that Rhea asked her not to do. Came out to the ring. Got handled by Kyrie. And Rhea is distracted. And Asuka rolls up, yo. Were you entertained by that? Did you think that was a good match? Because I didn't. And I've seen better from both of these competitors. Like I said, I believe, I don't know why, but Asuka has been toned down and nerfed. I think somebody is telling her to go out to the ring and wrestle at these other girls' level. Because if you wrestle at your true self, you're going to outpace them drastically. So Asuka is toned down and nerfed into the ground. Rhea Ripley always been in the ring. This was a match. I've seen better from both of them. And the crowd had tried to start a "This is awesome" chant. I was like, what? What part of this match was awesome? But it actually didn't catch too much steam because I'm sure other people in the audience was like, this is not awesome. I don't know what these guys are talking about, yo. But Asuka wins off of a roll-up, and that's pretty good. They needed the momentum. The Kabuki Warriors just lost to Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. So they could do... This is a win that they needed, but I do suspect that they will lose to Io and Rhea. I think that's going to happen. Then we get another Vision segment. There's been the Vision all night. Paul Heyman is talking to them like, where were you guys? Basically, where would you be without me? Where would you be without me? He calls out the fact that Bronson Reed was a jobber without him. And he was like, now you beating Roman Reigns, which doesn't matter because Roman Reigns only show up on a rainy day. every few months. So no one cares. Even Roman couldn't get this guy over because, as you can see, he beat Roman Reigns and nothing is happening. But then, if Bronson Reed is the one that beat the Tribal Chief, why is Braun Breaker the one that's getting the title shot? That makes no sense. Nobody cares about this stuff, man. Nobody cares about it. And at this point, the best thing for you to do is probably to just stop watching it. Because and I noticed this as well. This show was only like an hour and a half. I know it was taped, and that's probably why there was not much going on. But this is quite possibly the worst Raw of the year, simply for the fact that nothing happened. It's the same boring content that we always get, but at least they give enough content to fill out a 2 to 3 hour show. This show was like an hour and a half, and nothing happened. It started from the beginning and it sped to the end. It's just nothing. Just nothing is going on here. Then you get Becky Lynch come out to the ring, and this is the aforementioned Becky and Maxine Dupree segment, which was pretty good. Becky is always good on the bike. She has a way with words. She's funny. She got good one-liners. You know, the one joint that stood out with me, she was like, their city is very misleading because I didn't see not a single rapid and it ain't that grand. So I like Becky. I'm a fan of Becky. I'll listen to Becky talk anytime. Maxine comes out to interrupt her, and she tells her that, you know, I agree with Sports Illustrated. You are the greatest women's wrestler of all time. But guess what, Becky? I beat you 3 times. Again, why the heck is Becky putting Maxine over like this? Who knows? Surely Becky wasn't the only one to do it, but I guess in the women's division, they're not going to put her over Rhea. So if you want to get somebody over, I guess Becky or Charlotte or maybe Bayley. So I guess Becky was the only one to do it, really. The only one they could that's credible enough to get somebody over. And get this, though. Maxine is starting to get over. The crowd is starting to react to her. So kudos for her. And her promo wasn't that bad. But Maxine is green as turtle dung. She's super green. She even said it tonight. She said, I'm a rookie. I wouldn't have said she was a rookie. She's been around WWE for, I think, like 2 to 3 years at this point. I don't know. But she is very green, but she's getting better. I hope to see her improve. I hope to see her improve in the ring and on the mic, because I like Maxine Dupree. So there's that. But then she tells Becky that you complain about this, you complain about that. You ain't looking like the greatest of all time right now. You actually look like a woman who knows that her best years are behind her. That prompts Becky to knock her ass out with one punch. But Maxine was not knocked out. She gets back up and immediately takes Becky down, put her in an ankle lock. Becky is on the ground. Then she put her in the leg grapevine version of the ankle lock, which forces Becky to tap. Maxine releases her and picks up the title and stands tall. And like I said, this was probably the best segment of the night. Like, the matches were bad. All the other promos were ridiculous. Like, I don't know what to say about this, yo. Like, this, I do know what to say. I cannot be more disappointed as a fan of WWE. I cannot be more disappointed with the product, yo. Like, it's not even cool to be a WWE fan no more. Like, people be asking me, like, you still watch that? I be like, yeah, I do. And they be like, oh, wow. Like, it's not even anything to talk about, yo. I don't even have nobody to talk to about it, because only wrestling fans are interested in this stuff right now. There is no magical draw in the industry. Those days are over. Like, there will be no more Austins. There will be no more Cenas. There will be no more Hogans. The casuals are not interested in wrestling. Only wrestling fans are watching this. So now, Triple H, with his dog shit booking, is alienating his core fan base. He's turning, the casuals have already left. You start on your flagship program on Netflix, move it from TV to streaming, you get 6 million viewers at the beginning of the year. Now you're down to 2.3 million viewers worldwide. Netflix is a global streaming service. This is 2.3 million worldwide. So the casuals are done. So get that magic draw out of your head. Those days are done. There's no guy in wrestling that is drawing viewers in. That's it. So the only people that are watching this mess is wrestling fans. And as you could tell by the reaction from Saturday Night Main Event, you could tell by declining ratings and low ticket sales that now you're pissing your actual fans off. The ones that will stick around. The ones that's probably been watching the product their whole life. They probably watch out of habit and don't even realize it. Now you're starting to piss them off. That is bad. That is very bad. Then you get another dumb backstage segment. I call it dumb because Stephanie Vaquera is the champion. But she actually wants a triple threat match. WWE didn't put her in a triple threat match. WWE didn't force her into a triple threat match. She actually wants it. Why would I, as a world champion, want those kind of odds? That's why I'm calling it dumb. She don't even have to be pinned to lose her title. That's why I'm calling it dumb. No champion should ever want this match, but she does. She said, give them both to me. Well, you're going to get it. And I expect that she will retain, but to be honest, to shake stuff up, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be against Nikki or Raquel winning. All right. How about that? I would not be against either one of them winning because I like both of them. So really, I'm hoping Stephanie is holding the title for Liv Morgan, keeping it warm for Liv. But if Raquel or Nikki were to win, I wouldn't be angry. But I do expect Stephanie to retain the title because that's just how WWE books. The champions don't lose. So Lord have mercy. Next, you get Rayo Americano versus Jovan Evans. Jobber number 1 versus curtain jerker number 2, yo. Here's the thing. I don't care about Rayo. Jovan is athletic and very good in the ring. He calls himself bouncy. The dude can move in the ring. He's good, and I'm sure he's going to have a great future in wrestling. He's black, so I'm going to support him, but he's not there yet. He needs a little bit more charisma. He needs a little bit more mic, and he needs a ground game to this air. You can't just be the bouncy guy. Like, come on, man, and hit the weights a little bit, bro. Go to the gym, go to the gym and lift a little bit of weight, son. Start looking like a professional wrestler. Like, if I saw Jovan Evans, I wouldn't be scared to fight him. But if I saw Kane, I know I'm not throwing the hands up against Kane. like, nah, man. And this is another thing, man. I gotta say this about Braun Breaker. And it was evident when you put him next to Brock Lesnar. He ain't that big of a guy. Yeah, he's in heck of a shape. You could tell I would never have to say hit the gym to him, but he ain't that big of a guy. But he's the future. Barely cut a promo. Doesn't really do much. Served as Seth Rollins' lackey for a long time, but he's the future. That's the vision, so to speak. I don't know, man. Jovan Evans defeat Rayo Americano off his OG cutter, and I could care less, yo. I couldn't care less. This is jobber crap, yo. This is curtain jerker nonsense, yo. This is filler match garbage. This whole card is filler, to be honest. This is filler. Because, you look, nothing is going on here. There's nothing going on here. These segments are so bad, yo. The Usos don't even show up on the show. They cut a video promo. I'm like, why would you not have the Usos on the show? Oh my God, yo. Terrible. Horrible. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee is on the show. They don't do anything. They just cut a backstage promo. Like, what is that? Why are the tag teams not wrestling? The division is already in the toilet, and then you just forcing it further. So I'm supposed to care about a tag team title match next week when the tag team division is as stale can be. Yeah, I don't care, man. I don't care if Dragon Lee and AJ win. I don't care if the Usos win. Who cares? Who cares? And then on SmackDown, it's even worse. I be forgetting that the Jobber 6 have the titles. I be like, who's the champions? Oh, yeah, the Wyatts. Like, get out of here, man. Hey, get out of there, yo. Nobody likes it, man. Then you get another recorded promo by Braun Breaker. Don't care, man. I ain't listening. Every talking point he said in there, I heard somebody else say it in WWE before. Drew McIntyre said it. Seth Rollins said it. We've heard it all before. And actually, MJF said it better. He was the best person to ever cut a promo on CM Punk. Like, I ain't listening to this crap, man. Get out of here, man. I'm good. I heard this promo before. And then, look, no matches. Then another segment. Nikki Bella comes out and it like she's interrupting the show. She stands on the announce table, comes out looking good as hell. So I ain't opposed to seeing her on TV. But she wants to remind the crowd of who she is. She's a legend. She's a Hall of Famer. She's a worldwide celebrity. And it's about time the women's world title be on someone that is noteworthy in the world. I don't care about that. But I will say, like I've already said, I am not against Nikki Bella winning the title. If Nikki wins the title, cool. I'll take it. I'll accept it. But other than that, she had really nothing much to say. Moving right along. Then you get Roxanne Perez versus Bayley, two of my absolute favorites, yo. It's like, for me, this is like past and present colliding, because Bayley is one of my all-time favorite female wrestlers, and Roxanne Perez is my current second favorite behind Liv Morgan. And that's in WWE. Mercedes Moné is my favorite wrestler, women's wrestler. But so I really enjoyed this match, and I love that Lyra had to slap Bayley to fire her up, and Bayley finished off Roxanne with a picture-perfect flying elbow drop. She do that joint so clean, Macho Man would be proud, yo. But yeah, I guess I'm glad to see Bayley win, because she lost to Sol Ruka a few weeks ago, and I don't like Bayley in that role of the veteran that always loses. I think Bayley still has something left to offer the business, and I think Bayley should get another title shot at some point. But I wouldn't be mad if Bayley left WWE and went to AEW with Mercedes. I would love to see that, because I think they will let Bayley wrestle her tail off. It'll be interesting. I'm not saying it would happen, not saying it should happen. I'm just saying I wouldn't be against it. I'm just saying Bayley isn't done. I think she got more left in the tank. WWE been kind of treating her like she might be done. I don't think she's done. I'm glad she finally got a win. I did not agree with her losing to a rookie in Sol Ruka. And I like Sol Ruka, but Bayley is a multiple-time world champion. Like, come on, man. Treat her like a multiple-time world champion. And then I like Lyra as well. Like I've talked about Lyra before. I think as far as wrestling, being technically sound in the ring, Lyra Valkyria is one of the better female wrestlers in the company. She's a beast. She need to get more ring time. I thought they was strapping a rocket to her when she won the Women's Intercontinental title, but I guess her push is stalled, but we will see. Lord have mercy. Then you get another Vision segment, yo. A quick one. Bronson Reed laughably tries to son Austin Theory, calls him kid, tell him when we go out there, follow my lead. What, follow your lead to jobbing? Austin Theory's like, bro, I'm not your kid. And when we go out there, you follow my lead. Here we go. Backstage segment with Judgment Day. Because what I actually glossed over is Raquel Rodriguez calls Roxanne Perez the match because she got on the ring apron and pulled the referee's attention, which was stupid when Roxanne had Bailey pinned. So now they're backstage Judgment Day. Roxanne is like, what's going on with that? And Raquel has the nerves to get mad and be like, oh, well, I got a match that I need to prepare for. I don't need this. How fucking stupid are you? And how fucking stupid is your booking? You look like a jackass. Why would you be distracting the referee while someone in your stable actually has the pin? You didn't help her. You helped her lose. I ain't gonna have the nerve to get angry. This is why I say this stuff is nonsensical. This is what I'm saying. Triple H is booking for children. This is dumb. Have you forgot the rules of pro wrestling? Because I haven't. Next, you get Gunther coming out to the ring. Nobody cares. Moving on to the main event. It's CM Punk and Rey Mysterio versus Bronson Reed and Austin Theory. The match was whatever. Nothing special. Nothing to write home about. Austin Theory wins clean off of a stomp. Why is he doing Seth Rollins' move now? I don't know. And then after the match, Braun Breaker, yep, it was Breaker. He comes out and spears CM Punk, and the show concludes. And that's all he does is come out and spear. When was the last time he actually wrestled a match? Dude, don't cut good promos, don't wrestle, but he's the future. He's about to become possibly the world heavyweight champion. Man, get this crap out of here. And not to mention, this is how you know there's no new stars being booked, because Rey Mysterio and CM Punk's combined age is 98. So these Bammers are almost 100 years old. Why is people this old still on TV, still main eventing? Ridiculous, yo. You know why? Because there's nobody else that can do it, yo. This has been the Tree of Woe Wrestling Podcast. I am the Black Patriot, guys. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your wrestling buddies. I will be here. I will always be here. Bring you the dopest wrestling content on the net. Remember, peace out. Stay safe. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.